Our look at women's issues this week takes us beyond Canada's borders to look at the important role women can play in conflict and peacemaking, and in our overall economic well-being, both here at home and in developing nations. We begin with a personal story. Khadija Arfaoui is a renowned peace and women's rights activist in Tunisia. Her family's personal experience with violence has only renewed her motivation to promote education and human rights as a way to combat terrorism. She spoke to us from Washington, D.C.
I have been a human rights defender and a women's rights defender, and I had been working and I have been working for a long time against terror and against terrorism. I never expected I would be hurt by it. My youngest son, he was 42 years old, and his wife went to Turkey to spend New Year's Eve, just for 4 days. And they came back in coffins. I would never have expected that. We spoke about and against terror, against terrorism, but never thinking that my own children would be victims. So my children left a 5-month-old daughter. They had been so happy to have her. So we have this little girl who is an orphan at such a young age. You know, since that violence is global, I think a global action should be taken, both in my region and also elsewhere in the West. Let's talk about my region. I think when we had our independence, our first president, whose name will remain in history, Habib Bourguiba, said that education was the key to development. Education, and also women's education and women's emancipation. So we have to continue in that direction, educate youth away from this violence, direct their ambitions so that they choose or go on the right path.